we were at one stage a big player in the manufacturing sector, but things have changed to a large extent because of the decline of that sector, but also a rise of the service sector that wasn't there for many years. And so many years ago, we didn't have Tuskys and many others, but we continue to manufacture and produce. So our contribution by manufacturing sector has stagnated for a very long time. And so we wanted to see how we can rejuvenate that and make sure that we drive that program much faster, of course competing with the service sector that continues to grow. And that way, we should be able to get our economy moving. And there are really 5 key aspects of that program that I just want to share. The first one is that we focus as a country on some critical sectors and have flagship programs for those specific sectors. Those sectors involve agriculture, involves retail and wholesale, involves oil and gas, and many others. But really taking each of those key sectors and demonstrating through some flagship programs what that can do. Once we are successful in that, I think the rest will follow. We want to make sure we create a very strong and competitive landscape for businesses to thrive. And that captures a whole raft of issues, whether it's creating a situation where cost of production is much lower than it has been, whether it's about improving the business environment around issues that the chairman touched on, like registering businesses, reducing the level of bureaucracies, making sure that we have skill sets that are so critical and so much needed. We want to lump that together into a program of improving our competitiveness to make sure that as a country we can do that. The third aspect of what we said in that program is focus on the small and medium-sized businesses. These are the lifelines of our country, of our people. Many of the things that we do today are produced by SMEs, and we must transform and see how we drive that agenda much more aggressively than we have today. We also want to see how we can improve access to finance by the private sector across the board, and I'm sure my colleagues in the banking sector are very keen to also see how they can grow their business, but we want to see how that access and cost can be mitigated to make sure that we improve. And finally, like many other things, we have ideas, but implementation of those ideas is always a challenge. So we've placed a lot of emphasis on implementation, on what we need to do. So a very broad program that we will delve into.